Welcome to the channel. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a major development from the United Arab Emirates. Starting in 2026, the UAE will suspend tourist and work visas for citizens of 9 countries. This move is already sparking debates worldwide. Together, we'll explore the issue from historical, political, economic, cultural, and social perspectives to understand how it may reshape global dynamics. Stay tuned. Historical background. The UAE has always maintained strict border controls. In the 1970s, during the oil boom, the country opened its doors to migrants from across the world. But over time, challenges such as overstaying, fraudulent documents, and rising crime shifted attitudes. Business Insider Africa reports that in 2022, countries like Nigeria and Pakistan faced similar restrictions due to security and migration concerns. This new 2026 suspension seems to follow that pattern. Officially, it's described as temporary, but with no clear end date. Current visa holders are unaffected and safe from deportations, much like policies seen during COVID-related travel halts. Countries affected. Reports suggest that Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Cameroon, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Uganda, and Yemen are on the list. 9 countries in total, mostly from Africa, the Middle East, and South Asia. However, Bangladesh's ambassador to the UAE has dismissed the news as false, according to Khaleej Times. Other countries have not issued denials, and the UAE government itself has yet to comment officially. Analysts point to security, migration fraud, and ongoing regional conflicts as likely factors. Public health concerns are also cited. Political impacts. The political consequences could be significant. The UAE is a major hub for diplomacy and business, and this move risks straining relationships with affected nations. Uganda's Foreign Affairs Minister, Henry Oryem, suggested negotiations may follow to address the risks of overstaying. On the global stage, this reflects broader debates over migration, similar to Europe's struggles or the US travel bans under Trump. Analysts told Al Jazeera such measures often fuel anti-immigrant sentiment and may push affected countries to strengthen ties with China or Russia. For the UAE, this could affect its image of openness, but also align it more closely with nations like Saudi Arabia that favor stricter immigration policies. Economic ripple effects. The UAE's economy heavily relies on migrant labor in construction, retail, and domestic work. A visa suspension could lead to labor shortages, higher costs, and project delays, as noted by the Financial Express. For home countries, the impact on remittances will be severe. Uganda, Sudan, and others depend heavily on income sent back by workers in the Gulf. Past bans, like Nigeria's in 2022, showed how unemployment and economic strain followed quickly. Globally, reduced labor mobility may slow trade and tourism. On the other hand, experts at The Economist argue this could accelerate the UAE's Emiratization drive, protecting its long-term economic stability. Still, the ripple effects on oil markets, construction, and global trade remain concerning. Social dimensions. On a human level, the decision is deeply painful. Families will be divided, and aspirations cut short. For many fleeing conflict in Somalia or Yemen, the UAE represented hope. Now, applicants are being turned away, according to NDTV reports. This could fuel despair and potentially illegal migration. Within the UAE, reduced diversity may alter community life, schools, and marketplaces, though some argue it may ease social tensions linked to visa overstays. Globally, human rights advocates, including Amnesty International, criticize such bans as discriminatory, disproportionately affecting vulnerable groups, especially women working as domestic helpers. Cultural aspects. Culturally, the UAE has long thrived as a melting pot. Migrant communities brought diverse cuisines, music, festivals, and art. Limiting their presence could reduce this rich exchange. BBC cultural analysts suggest such restrictions can lead to isolation and cultural divides. The UAE, however, frames it as a way to safeguard harmony and promote respect for its laws. While this may encourage greater focus on Emirati heritage and traditions, it risks weakening the cosmopolitan identity that Dubai and Abu Dhabi are famous for. Global outlook and future. In conclusion, this policy carries wide-reaching consequences: politically tense, economically disruptive, socially painful, and culturally limiting. Yet historically, such restrictions are not new. Similar bans, like Nigeria's, were eventually lifted under international pressure, as Reuters reported in 2024. Whether the UAE revises or maintains this stance will depend on negotiations and diplomatic pressure. For now, it serves as a stark reminder of how migration continues to shape the world. What's your take on this development? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more global insights. See you next time.